Good morning, traders. Welcome to the Elliott Wave Street weekly update. I'm Juan Maldonado, and it's a pleasure to start the week with some of our wave counts. Today we are going to check the euro dollar, the Aussie dollar, the euro pound, the S&P, and oil. So let's start. All right, traders, here we have the euro, which is building in the live market the double zigzag. The double zigzag in the Elliott Wave theory is an important pattern which helps to test if a reversal is going to happen or not. That's the importance of the of this pattern, because it tells if we are going to have the reversal or not. The second wave is the test on any reversal attempt that we are having with the Elliott Wave theory. So let me explain better. Let's suppose that you are seeing the price moving up and you want to find the end of that leg, and then the price builds a 5-wave sequence. So the price starts building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have an Elliott Wave impulse. Then, after you have the impulsive leg, you look for a 3-wave sequence on the opposite direction that we are going to call it the wave 2. If this test is successful, we can sell it. So look how important it is to understand how a test is successful and how a test can fail. Because when we have a successful test, we sell it. And when we don't have a successful test, we don't sell it. And that's a key important aspect when you are learning how to trade with the waves, because usually the beginner is going to sell because it's the second wave and is not going to look for the proper validation. And that's a huge disadvantage when the beginner starts trading like that, because clearly is going to have a really bad time trying to figure out how to use the Elliott Wave theory in his favor. And the most of the times what happens is that the Elliott Wave theory starts playing against the trader, because it starts, of course, working in the opposite way, let's say. So it's important to understand that concept. Before we continue with this validation, I want to add something here. On Elliott Wave Street, we are experts helping traders in the Elliott Wave theory, and in technical analysis, we have some great institutional strategies. So if you are in that process that you don't know where to start, that you don't know what will be the next step in your career, that you're not having the results that you are looking for, if that's your case, send us an email or send us a WhatsApp message, and we will take care of you. We will identify where your mistake is and how you can solve it, before anything else. I believe that that's one of the most important aspects of trading, and is understanding where we have our mistake and how we can solve it. So we can give you that solution. Just send us an email or a WhatsApp message, and we can work with you finding where you need to improve. All right, so the validation is important. Let's suppose that we are in this second wave in this example, and instead of a zigzag, you start seeing this type of price action, fast price action. Of course, you are not going to sell it because you are seeing the fast price action going against you. And there are little details in the Elliott Wave theory that are going to help you. So the importance of waiting for the zigzag. And this is a great example on the euro. In this case, we have a double zigzag. It's a double zigzag because, as you can see, we have zigzag number 1 here that I'm calling it W. Then we have a connector wave, and here we have zigzag number 2. So when we have the zigzag number 2, here we have, traders, the wave A in progress. We need the B wave and we need the C leg. And once we have the zigzag in front of us, as you can see, is still missing 2 legs, we can start planning the sell trade somewhere here. We can start finding the entry point somewhere here to start selling, to have the ability, let's say, to sell, to have the setup there where we can sell it and we can do something interesting there, right? So that's the plan. That's the main bias on the euro. Let's see how it's going to play out. But we have a plan. First step in trading, having a plan. This is the Aussie. The Aussie has been moving in this upward direction after taking out the liquidity from the lows. And that's another key point. Always find where is the liquidity. And here we have liquidity, the price comes down and rejects. So actually, this is a first setup that we can start following. The next setup after this 5-wave sequence will be the second wave. The second wave is going to be a set of 3 waves. A, B, C, or W, X, Y will be the same at the end. 3 waves that you can easily see in front of your chart. And when we have that, then we focus on buying. And this is a swing trade. Of course, this is going to be useful if you are day trading as well. You know, if you are day trading, you know that you are in the wave 5, so you are not going to buy anymore. You are going to focus on how to sell if you are day trading, right? So when the price builds the second wave, that's where we can focus on buying, and we can follow the trend, and we can target this high or this high, always with a great risk-reward ratio. Another interesting setup for this week is the euro-pound. The euro-pound has been moving higher, and we have this price as a reference area. Of course, everything above this area is going to be extremely interesting. So I'm looking for a wave 4, a wave 5, and then I want to sell it. All right, so the plan is going to be absolutely clear and simple this week on the euro-pound. Once the price grabs the liquidity, and if the reaction is to the downside, I want to sell it, and the target will be here, the 86.20, and we have all this distance to the downside to follow the trade. Let's have a look at the S&P. The S&P has been one of my favorites. I have a bullish bias. I believe we're getting closer to the end of the leg. Of course, it's tricky. There is a lot of noise, but this is like an accumulation process. So last Friday, we got the first rejection. Here we have a second one, but I'm looking for a third one. Another low here, and the rejection. And from there, we can start working on the bullish scenario. Or here, right? The bias is bullish. That's what I'm looking into this week. A nice reversal on the S&P to start climbing again. So that's another important part of the Elliott Wave theory that is going to provide us with a strong plan, let's say, that we can apply, that we can use in order to follow the price and follow the trends. This is oil. Oil, we are bearish. We are short on oil. From last Friday, we planned a trade at this area. The main plan was finding the top of the second wave in order to sell it, in order to follow the leg down, in order to follow through the leg down, and the target, the first target is here, of course. Here is a question. The answer is not yet there because we need to find what is going to happen here. The ideal, what I will be looking for confirmation of my S&P plan, is a big sell-off on oil, the wave 3. Wave 1, 2, and 3, a huge wave 3. That's what I have been looking on this oil setup. So the main plan would be having a big sell-off in the oil market, and if we have that sell-off, will confirm that inflation is easing down and that we can have a beautiful setup, bullish setup on the risk market, like the S&P or individual stocks as well. So traders, if you are in that process that you don't know where is the next step in your trading career, that you are feeling a little bit lost, that you are looking for an edge, that you are looking like to a way to organize better how to continue with your career, you can contact us on Elliott Wave Street. So it's going to be completely free, this process of finding where is your mistake with some questions that we have. So you can contact us through WhatsApp or support@elliottwavestreet.com. Here on our website, elliottwavestreet.com, on top, you will find our contact details. So send us a message and we can talk and we can see, we can start finding out where is your mistake or what you need to focus on fixing in your trading. And I promise we are going to find it and you are going to have a fantastic trading career. Thank you very much for your time. See you on the Elliott Wave Street website. Please have a great start of your trading week. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.